The riddle today is, who was the straightest person in the Bible?
A pole.
Exodus. No what?
The Bible.
I don't know.
Aiden.
This is
The lion.
What definition?
The edge.
What type?
Jesus.
Who was the straightest person in the Bible?
God.
Oh, Adam.
He created straight.
I'm not sure.
Straight what?
No, we did.
God.
The straightest person was Joseph. Why? Because Pharaoh made a ruler out of him.
Ha
I don't get it.
Of course you wouldn't.
The straightest person. You don't get like. Pharaoh make a ruler out of him?
Now, I wanted to go over a couple things before we take the test about if we have to go to distance learning, or if you ever have to go to distance learning.
No check.
Okay? And why I should never have a person say, Mr. Hale, I lost that paper. I don't have that paper.
I don't know where that went.
Okay? So I'm going to go to, let's see if I can find that. The very first thing, let's say you have to go to distance learning, and you get up in the morning, what's the first thing you should do?
Check in. Say good morning to the
Go to the bathroom, eat breakfast, do school.
That's Cooper's schedule.
I wake up, do school, eat breakfast, do.
I
I eat
Okay,
breakfast.
I
I
would
do my
go-
school for 10 minutes. You take like 2 hours.
Mine took like half an hour last week.
And check the calendar. The calendar for that day, let's take off this and only have the 6th grade one on.
I want to go back to you.
Okay?
No, I don't.
I don't.
No. Are you?
So if I went to the 6th grade calendar, then I would see what my homework is for that day. So on social studies, I would check this right here. Oh, we have a test on Egypt. When I'm done with the test, I need to do page 117. So right now you can take out your planners and write that.
Yeah.
Do page 117 and read pages 124 and 129. Do page 117. There are like 5 questions on it. And read pages 124 to 129. And read pages 124 to 129. After I had done this, then I would go to the Google Classroom. I have too many class tabs open here. I'm going to go to my classroom. Or you could actually go to your classroom thing first if you wanted. So let's go to 6th grade social studies since we're in it. Okay? If we go to the classwork page, look up here. There is actually a tab for Google Calendar. So you could go to, all your classrooms have that tab. So you could go to any classroom and go to that tab to find out the calendar. Now for me, you know, the calendar is going to be kind of a close picture. Sometimes it might be off. But the thing that won't be off is the homework here, okay? And since we're going to have, we have a distance learner, we're going to have other distance learners, okay? All your assignments are always going to be on here now. So the test is on here. So if you're at home, you're going to have to take the test at home. And we're trusting you what? Not to cheat. Because it is easy to cheat. When you're at home, it's easy to cheat last year probably if you're at home. Okay, but whether or not the teacher catches you or whatever,
The trust.
doesn't make it any less wrong. Some of us, that's what Satan lies to us, and he lies to us and says, well, if I don't get caught, it's okay. But most people, it usually isn't the test, but it's more on the daily stuff. Because all you have to do, if I complete the homework, is I can just do what?
Do other things.
I can share that homework with anybody.
Oh, I never thought about that.
That would be what?
Cheating.
That would be cheating.
Yeah, why didn't you
That just happened to some students this week. I had to give them 0.
Were they us?
Okay? If it wasn't you, do you have to worry about it?
No.
No. Okay? So it doesn't matter. So, don't do that. But all these others, sheets are on here. So if you were one of the people that I didn't get the review worksheet on, and you say, well, I just can't find it, Mr. Hale. Where is it? Okay, it's right here. Now, the other important thing is how you turn in an assignment. Because last year my students had a lot of problems. Some people, because when your homework shows up on Google Classroom, it shows a bunch of missing things on Google Classroom. A few of you have done this already this year. So you click turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. You know what you're turning in?
Nothing.
You're turning in blank documents. And Mr. Hale's getting what?
Nothing.
Lots of emails of blank documents, which is more work for who?
You.
Me, because I have to delete all those. I gotta say, why are they turning these in? Because if you're not distance learning, how are you turning stuff in?
Physically bringing them.
You're bringing me the paper. And so if you click the turn in button and you have no document, if you don't attach a document to that turn in button, it will be a blank document. So if you did, now if I have the assignment, like let's look at the review worksheet. Here. If you have it, if I go to the review worksheet right here, and I click on it, see, one person has turned it in. That person is Addie. Now, should Addie turned it in here? Addie, where's Addie?
She's not here.
She's at home.
She shouldn't have turned it in. Why? Because this is an assignment we did what?
Physical.
In class. And she wasn't distance learning. So she had this graded, I believe. So, but if you didn't, okay? If you didn't, let me go back. We went to the assignment here. Here it is. And sometimes you get this as a Word document. It's a Word document, so when I try to type on here, what happens? I can't type on it.
You have to.
So what do you have to do? Look up here. You're going to go open with Google Docs. Now when I go to Google Docs, I can type on it. Does everybody see that? So last year I had a lot of people that said, I can't type on this, Mr. Hill. Sometimes my documents are a Word document. You have to open it up in Google Docs. Then you can type on it. Then when I'm done typing on it, there's a button up here in the corner that says what?
Turn it.
Turn in. You just press that button to turn it in. Okay? Sometimes though, I'm going to have a document that's not. You can't type on it. Let me show you one from the 8th grade.
Let's look at their answers.
So the 8th grade has a population review here. You notice what it says down here on the side here? PDF. So if the document's a PDF, it's not going to let me open it with Google Documents. If I go to Google Documents, it messes it up, usually. Okay? If it's messed up, you're not gonna be able to type on it. This one isn't too bad, but sometimes it's really messed up and you can't type on it. So if that happens, so if you get a PDF, there's for what? When we're done with Jessica. Okay? So the way you have to do this, there's a couple ways, is you just create a Google document yourself, and you say number 1, and you type your answers. Number 2, type your answers. Okay? Then you share that document with me. Does everybody understand that? Because now's the time, if you're not understanding these things, now's the time to be asking, in case what? In case you have to go to distance learning. Then you're not so confused at home. Ava.
Before the test starts, can I complete that?
Okay? Questions about it? So I shouldn't have any excuse from now on, because I'm gonna put all your assignments now from now on Google Classroom. So you should never say, I don't have that, I lost that page or whatever. You can just print it out at home and bring it.
I don't have a printer and or computer that works.
What do you call him? Not enough problem.
He's actually not here. One of the people.
You must have a computer that works, because I know you're, one person at your house is playing video games all the time.
Yeah, that's because my brother has his own computer. He doesn't let me touch it.
Touches it, I'm dead.